Hi there, Flat Cap Chef here, and today I'm going to show you how to make Yakitori chicken skewers. This is one of the nicest, tastiest ways you'll ever cook chicken thighs, and it's really quick and easy to do as well. So what have we got here? So I've got chicken thighs, and I work on a basis of 3 per person. So I'm going to show you how to prepare that in a moment. I've then got, for my sauce, I've got some grated ginger, about this sort of size, and then about 2/3 of a centimetre thick, so just over half an inch-ish thick. I've grated that. I've got 2 cloves of garlic I'm going to crush, and then for the sauce itself I've got some rice wine vinegar, some mirin, some soy sauce, and some brown sugar, soft brown sugar. And we're going to boil that down to create the glaze that we're going to put onto the chicken. And I've got some skewers, okay? I've got metal skewers, but if you've got wooden ones, they're fine as well. Just make sure you soak them for about an hour before in a bowl of water, just so that they don't burn so easily when you come to cook. So, prepping this chicken thigh, these are really cheap, £5 for 8 for me here. And you'll find you've got a bit that sticks out like a tail, like this, and you've got this flat edge. So we get the knife underneath the flat edge, and all you're doing is you'll find a bit that goes underneath, so snip that, there we go. You'll find that there's like a very clear, very thin membrane that connects the skin to the thigh meat. So you're just working your way through that, literally with the very tip of the knife, just flicking it so that it breaks that away. And then once we've got down to the far end, okay, what we want to do is grab the bit that was underneath, pull it tight, chop it off, done. And then this trailing edge here, you'll find that there's like just a little bit of fat down here. I like to trim that off, you don't have to. You've got to take the bone out the middle. So you'll find one end's really kind of round, surrounded by meat. The other end is open. So using the open end, I find the bone, just run a line along the side of it, and then on the other side of it, like that. Then scrape back, just to show you doing this, scrape back the meat off the bone, underneath, just flick it there we go, just to release that bone. You find a little bit at the end there, chop that off. There we go. Now, turn it around and we scrape the skin with the blade of the knife down till you expose the end that was enclosed in meat, and then we just cut around it, like so. There we have it. And now we're in a good place. If there's any spare meat on there, just chop it off. Put that to one side, and now we've got the deboned piece. I typically cut that into 3, 1, 2, 3, and then cut each of those into halves. And here's the rest of them that I did earlier. So I've got 3 per person. I then grab my skewer. What I do is, got a piece like this, I fold it over, so you get it together, and then skewer through and the gap between your fingers. It's pretty quick to do. Skewer, you want to collect it all in there. Here we go. Gap between the fingers, and we keep threading that, and I'll keep threading that until we've got all of our skewers done, and they look like this. So that's how we get the chicken ready. Now we just need to make the yakitori sauce to go with it, so just quick clean of the hands. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pan here, just show you on the pan, and I'm going to put about 125 mils of soy sauce. It's about so it's half of a bottle, typically 250 mils, into my pan. There we go. To that, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of Japanese rice wine vinegar, 1 so quick and easy. And once I've put these ingredients together, we're then going to pop it on the heat. So then I've got my mirin, same amount. So you're getting a lovely mix of heat and sweet and sour. To that I'm going to add my ginger. There we go. And to that I'm going to add my garlic. So I'm crushing using the garlic press. Get it like this and just scrape off the residue. Just give it another extra squeeze. You always get a little bit more out. There we go. And then for sweetness we add soft brown sugar. I try not to add too much soft brown sugar. So someone will tell you to add quite a lot. I only like to add probably 2 dessert spoons. Okay. And then the final thing to add is to thicken it, because we want the sauce to be thick enough to glaze. I'm going to add some corn flour. And in this case I'm going to add 6 actually, teaspoons of corn flour. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then I'm going to take my spoon, mix all that together. So we have now oh, it smells amazing, glaze. And what we need to do now is pop that on the heat, which we're going to do now. Bring it up to a boil. Keep whisking it so you break up the corn flour, and then we leave it to simmer for 1 to 2 minutes to allow it to thicken, and then we'll be back. Okay, so we're back. I've obviously threaded my skewers. There they are, all done. I'm now just going to drizzle a little bit of oil on them because I don't want them to stick as we turn them. I'm going to grill these, so a really hot grill. Clearly you can barbecue these if you want to barbecue them, that's great. And what we're going to do is going to do them in for 20 minutes, 4 blocks of 5 minutes each. I'm going to turn them and rebaste them with my sauce, which is here, after each 5 minutes. So the sauce, if you've made it a while ago and it goes cold, it might go a bit too thick, so just warm it up in your pan. You're looking for kind of pouring consistency, so you can see it's sticky, right? You don't want it too loose. If it is too thick, just add a little bit of water and give it a stir, a little bit of water at a time, till you get it the right consistency. Then I've got my case like a pastry brush. I'm just going to give my lovely skewers a good coating. You see it sticks really well of my yakitori sauce, and this will keep it moist as well, so stop it from drying out, which is what you want. That's another reason you use this sauce, and of course it gives you the delicious flavour that goes with it. So there's enough here to baste it the 3 times that you're going to baste it, and there might be a little bit less to drizzle over your kebabs at the end. So I'm going to pop these, as I said, under a hot grill or on your barbecue, and then we can flip them after 5 minutes and we'll have a look and see how they're going. Okay, so we're now 3 turns in, 15 minutes in, just giving it its final turn. You can see they look amazing, and they smell, you could smell them, quite incredible. There we go. So I've got my final little basting session to go on. Just put the last of my mixture on top, and then we're going to pop it back under the grill for the last 5 minutes. Get the sides done, because make sure you get some colour all over them. It's quite nice to make sure you get that full coverage across them all. And there's just enough here of my delicious yakitori sauce to continue the basting of this, and we've got some juices on the pan if you actually want to use them at the end just to dribble over. So we'll put them in for the last session, then we'll be back. Okay, so there we are. Now they are done, perfectly cooked. Yakitori chicken skewers. I like a little bit of blackening on the top. That's just perfect. They're really moist underneath. I can serve these on the skewers. I'm actually serving mine with a little green salad, which will be lovely. If you want to take them off the skewers, you can do that. Easiest quick tip is just use a fork and just get it in between so you reach the skewer part, and look at that, slides off. Absolutely beautiful. So if you want more, then just subscribe to the site. It's free, or you can go to the website www.theflatcapchef.com. Be back soon with another delicious recipe or a way to help you. Bye.